I started the recording a little bit early this morning. We have about 2 minutes before class is going to start. I've been watching a doe and two fawn in the backyard. Now I have crows and bunnies back there. You can tell we're at the end of summer here. Days are a little cooler. The trees, the leaves are starting to turn on the trees, and we have Canadian geese flying over. Good morning. Thank you for joining me for this recording today. It's an energy medicine yoga class with an emphasis on core. And before we lay down and start breathing, I want you to just notice how you feel. And then using the props, come down onto your back, supporting your heart space with a rolled up towel or a bolster. And then you can support your head with a block if that feels comfortable. And we're just opening our heart space here. And today's core practice is going to be a little different. Well, it's going to be different than the regular Wednesday recordings. We're going to engage our bandhas, which is our deepest core, as well as our abdominals. And for the abdominals, we're going to do bird dog and a dynamic bird dog and plank and sphinx. I'll cue you if you need to get off after 20 minutes, when that time is. And for now, just pay attention to your breath. And if all you have time for in a day is a minute or two of paying attention to your breathing, you've done a yoga practice. For now, roll to one side and remove the props if you're using them. Coming down to flat on your back. And now clasp your hands in front of you, rotating the palms up towards the ceiling. Your legs are out long, and let your hands come above your head to rest on the floor. And you just engage, stretching long. You just engage your Mula Bandha, your Uddiyana Bandha, and your throat lock. And take a minute to see what that feels like. Now release your hands and bring them down to your sides. And let's do a couple of pelvic tilts here, pushing your back into the floor and then arching just a little bit, tilting back and forth, beginning to warm up your spine with these pelvic tilts. Now bring your knees into your chest and rock just a little bit. And we're going to make our way up to a seated position in just maybe 10 seconds. Any movements that feel good here. You can make circles with your knees together, just massaging that low back. And then bring to yourself to a seated position, either rolling to one side or rocking up. And we're going to begin with the energy medicine wake up. And we're going to change our breathing pattern to in through our nose and out through our mouth, beginning with the four thumbs. Find your collarbones, that bony point towards the center, come out an inch and down an inch. Breathing in through your nose and out through your mouth. Getting our energy moving here. K27, in through your nose, out through your mouth. Moving your taps to the top of your sternum, helping to wake up our immune system. Coming to your side body, right about where your bra strap would be, on your spleen meridian, helping with digestion of food, thoughts, experiences. Breathing in through your nose and out through your mouth. The fourth thumb is on your cheekbones, right below the pupils of your eyes. This helps with grounding. You're on the stomach meridian point. Breathing in through your nose and out through your mouth. Let your hands come to your thighs and just notice what you notice. Now a little homolateral tapping, right hand to right knee, left hand to left. Dust that off, and let's begin the cross crawl, patterning our energy across our brains, across our bodies. This is a more sophisticated way for our energy to move, and we want to be sure to help pattern this. Coming to stillness with a triangle shape Put your hands in front of your pubic bone. And this is a good time to set an intention. And I'm gonna thank you for practicing self-care today of your core. And if that resonates with you, we're going to zip this up in through our nose, flipping our hands at our mouth, reaching high, exhaling. Intention, appreciation. 2 more times, just like that. Now we'll hook that energy up. 1 finger in the belly button, 1 finger at the third eye. Breathe in, pull in and up 3 times. Shake that off. And notice how you feel. Now coming to all fours on your mat. Your palms are spread wide, your hands are below your shoulders, your knees are below your hips, and let's do some cat and cows. Dropping the belly, breathing in, heart forward in a cow, exhaling to a cat. And we're switching to our yogic breath, Ujjayi breath, in through the nose and out through the nose. Do 2 more cat cows, standard cat cows. And now let's make some circles with our hips. 1 way. And then the other. Continuing to warm up our spine, our bodies, generating a little energy, heat and holding it within with this breath pattern, in through the nose and out through the nose. And then come to stillness on all fours. And extend, we're going to move into bird dog. So extend your right leg back. Your back is straight, your palms are under your shoulders. And when you have your balance there, extend your left arm forward. So like you're going to shake a hand. So your right foot is back towards one wall and your left hand is to the front. Continuing with your Ujjayi breath here. Your core is engaged. You're pulling your belly button to your spine. Your back is straight. And you may be experiencing some vibration. You're stabilizing here. Take 2 more breaths. And then release your left hand to the mat and your right knee. Float a cat and a cow. 2. Coming back to stillness and on all fours. And extend your left leg back. And when you feel stable there, extend your right hand forward as if you're going to shake someone's hand and hold. Two more breaths. Bring your right hand to the ground and your left knee and float 2 cat-cows. Bring your big toes together, the right over the left, and sink back into an extended child's pose. On your next inhale, come back up to all fours, bringing your knees in under your hips, spreading your palms. Do a cat and a cow. And now engaging your core. Extend your left leg back, tabletop high. Your right arm forward. Inhale and exhale. Inhale long. On the next exhale, bring your right elbow towards your left knee. Inhaling long, exhaling to round. Inhaling long, exhaling to round. Inhaling long, exhaling knee to elbow. Inhaling long, core is engaged. Exhaling elbow to knee. Inhale long. Exhale hand to the mat and your knee to your mat. Do a cat and a cow. Do 2. Coming back to neutral table. Extend the right leg back and the left arm forward. Do 2 breaths here, stabilizing. And then begin the dynamic with inhaling long, exhaling knee to elbow. Inhaling long, exhaling knee to elbow. Inhale long, left elbow to right knee. 2 more times. Long, exhaling. Inhaling long, exhaling. Inhale long, exhale, hand to mat, knee to mat. 2 cat-cows. Sink back, you can keep your knees together this time. Sink back into an extended child's pose. On your next inhale, come back to all fours. Curl your toes under. You're gonna push up into a downward facing dog. So on your next exhale, push back up into a down dog and pedal out. Waking up the bottoms of those feet. Your hamstrings, calves. of stillness. Your head is hanging heavy. You're looking at the back of the room. Take 2 breaths here. And on your next inhale, come forward to plank. You can drop your knees. Your core is engaged, or you could be in a traditional plank here. Pulling your belly button to your spine. And take 5. Slow breaths here. Feeling that quivering in your arms, the stabilizing. Drop your knees to the mat if they're not already there. Sink back into a child's pose. Continuing to breathe. On your next inhale, come back up to all fours. Curl your toes under and step back into a plank. Your knees can be on the ground, or you can be in the traditional plank. Your back is straight, your core is engaged, your hips aren't sagging, you're not piking up towards the ceiling. Take 5 breaths here. I'm on my 5th breath. Dropping your knees to the mat, coming down to your belly. Make a pillow with your hands. Rest your forehead on that pillow and rock your hips back and forth. Calming triple warmer here after the challenging poses you've done in self-care. Bend your knees so your feet are pressed towards the ceiling, and then just do a little windshield wiper back and forth here. Coming into Sphinx pose, stilling that movement, and let the top of your feet drop down onto the mat so they're pressing down towards the floor. Bring your hands in an 11 position and your elbows under your shoulders, and press in with your fingertips, and then pull back toward your feet, allowing your heart to shine forward. Your gaze is just on the floor, a little bit in front of you. You're shining your heart here, and you're stretching those abdominals that we have worked in the down dog and then the plank. You're stretching from your pubic bone up through your chest. Your legs are relaxed. And if you need to get off after 20 minutes, I invite you to make a pillow with your hands again and just spend a minute or two in Shavasana before you start your day. If you're able, thank you for joining today. And if you're able to stay on for about 5 more minutes, bring your palms back under your shoulders and press your way up into a tabletop. And let's do a cat and a cow. Let's do 2. And then find your way to a seated position on your mat. And turn sideways so you can see me. And we'll play just a little bit with both pose before we go into Shavasana. So sit up straight. Your feet, the soles of your feet are on the floor. This is also very good for the abdominals. And bring your hands behind your thighs and begin to walk your feet back. Your back is straight toward your body, and you're looking for that position where you can balance. Your back is straight, your heart is shining forward, your feet may still be on the ground or they may be off. And you can try lifting one leg and then the other. And if boat pose is in your practice, which I'm just working up to boat pose, you can straighten your arms. Your back is straight, your heart is forward. You can also straighten both legs. I can't do that yet. You can do one at a time. Holding for 2 more breaths. And then grabbing your knees and coming down to rest on your back. Put your feet up in waterfall. Circle them out, circle those ankles out a little bit, one way and the other. Then bring your knees back into your chest. And before we move to Shavasana, we're going to do a twist. So tee out your arms and let your knees fall together to the right, coming down any amount. And if it's available to you, straighten the top leg and grasp behind that knee. And allow your head to look over your extended arm, shoulder. Take 3 breaths here. Releasing the arm out to a T that's behind the knee. Bringing your head back up, looking at the ceiling. On an inhale, bring your knees back to center. Rock back and forth just a little bit. And then allow your knees to fall to the other side. Shoulders towards the ground. Extend the upper leg, grasping behind there. You're in the popliteal crease here. Allow your head, if it's comfortable on your neck, to look over your extended arm. And enjoy 3 breaths here. Bring your head back to center, release behind your knee, bring your knees to your chest, hug them in, make a couple of circles one way, and then the other, and then independently just circle your knees a little bit. One direction, and then the other. And then bring your feet down to your mat and extend your legs long. Rubbing your palms together with some vigor. Place your palms over your eye sockets, heels of your hands on your cheekbones, fingers in your hairline. We're still moving toward Shavasana here. Release your hands, and we're going to interlace your fingers, place the palms towards the ceiling, and allow your palms to come overhead, reaching away from you. Your feet are reaching away from you, and you're engaging those deep core bandhas again. Root lock, mid lock, throat lock. Relax that, pressing your lower back into the floor. Bring your arms down beside you in any comfortable position. Let your feet fall out and relax into Shavasana. And if you want to just relax here, you can stay in Shavasana. If you're ready to get on with the rest of your day, wiggle your fingers and toes a little bit. Coming into a good morning stretch. Bringing yourself back up to a seated position, either rocking front to back, or turning to the side in a fetal position, and making your way slowly back up into Siddhasana. And notice how you feel. Thank you for joining me today. Thank you for joining each other for this self-care. Let's end with one Om. So exhaling everything out. Deep inhale. Exhaling to Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. May you have peace, peace, peace.